What is going on, guys? It is Patrick here, and welcome back to another episode of the SmithSquad Podcast. This is episode 69, so of course we got the most immature man on YouTube, Mr. Dave the Rave, joined by the second most immature man on YouTube, myself. But before we get into this, I have one thing to say. Do you like G Fuel? Well, guess what? Coupon code TSP40, or only today, Friday, just today, will get you 40% off G Fuel. If you're interested, there's going to be a link down below. Enough with the sellout. What's going on, my friend?
Hey, how's it going, guys? I'm back for the fourth time. And you can see me now.
Yes, we got dual because I got in a fight. Not really, but I look like I got in a fight. That's why I'm wearing glasses, but it's pretty bad. So I don't recommend you play Ultimate Frisbee is all I will go with that.
Mate, you totally got botched by a woman, didn't you? She was like all at the bar and you were like, "Hey girl, why don't you come over here with my smooth moves?" And she was like, "Nah, mate." Slap.
I've been hit in the face by a girl at the bar before.
Oh, really? Oh, well,
yes.
That's what we're leading with. Let's go. Story time.
It was last Christmas time, and the day after Christmas, every college student always goes out to the bar in our hometown. It's just kind of like this traditional thing where we all go say hi to each other and everything. So I was just legal, so it was my first time ever doing this. So I ended up getting a little bit too drunk than I should have. So anyways, me and my friend, we go to the bar. It's your classic kind of just time at the bar. We're doing us, talking to people, all that kind of stuff that you do at low-end dive bomb bars. So I go up to get a drink because I'm like, I could use another drink. Realistically, didn't need another drink, but I was like, I'm going to go do it.
I need that drink, man.
Exactly. So I'm in line, and there's this girl right beside me, and she's like, "You can't butt me." And I was like, in my head, I was like, I'm not trying to butt this girl. We just happened to be beside each other. Like, we were both at the bar. She's a girl. Obviously, the bartender is going to serve her first. It's just the way things work in the world.
Yep.
So I was like, all right, whatever. It is what it is, but I'm just going to play with this girl a little bit. So she's like, don't butt me. I'm getting my drink first. And I'm like, oh, that sucks for you. She's like, no, like, I was here before you. I'm getting my drink first. And I'm like, okay, sure thing. And she's like, if you don't get out of my way, I'm going to punch you. At this point, I'm like, okay, this girl's not going to punch me. So I'm like, well, that sucks for you because I'm here. You're not moving me. So she's like, no, I am going to punch you if you don't move. I'm like, all right, punch me. She grabs my face, like chokehold, and punches me in the face. Now, it wasn't like painful. It was a very weak punch. But it was enough to be like, wow, I just got punched in the face. So
I'm going to tell my friends about this.
Yeah, so my immediate reaction to my friend who was right beside me is, dude, this chick just punched me in the face. So he's with his girlfriend, so obviously I can't do anything, but his girlfriend just stares her down, gives her like the girl death eye.
Oh yeah,
and she just like backs off, and as she's leaving, she's like, what are you, like 13? Because this girl must have been like 24, 25. I'm 19, so she punched like basically what is a kid to her. Anyways, I like 5 minutes later, I said, you know what? I think I've had it for bars, and I left and went home.
That's brilliant.
And that was it.
You got punched in the face.
I've never been to that bar again. It's been 8 months, and I've never gone back. I'm like, why would I want to go when there's hostile people that are gonna punch me?
That chick, oh man, never ever get in a... Mate, you know what I would have done? Because this is how the scenario would have gone down. Like, don't butt at me, and I'd be like, I'd have just gone, excuse me? Hello, I'm from the UK.
The accent alone.
Yeah, I have a foreign accent, and I wear very classy glasses. You're mighty fine today. May I buy you a drink?
Hello.
And then I'd order my own drink and fuck off.
No, this is what you do. You go, I'll have 2 drinks, please.
Yeah, I'll have 2 vodka martinis.
And just grab both of them and walk off.
Yeah, exactly. Oh,
just absolutely on her. But yeah, it was like, why are you doing this? Like, is this really that much of a problem? Like, I'm obviously way younger than you, and really, like, if you don't get your drink before me, which I was obviously joking around, but it's like, are you really that ridiculous?
Is she that desperate for alcohol? Does she really need that much alcohol in her system?
Obviously not if she's punching kids.
Yeah, I'm like... Oh, man.
That's all I can say.
I can't. That's brilliant. I can't believe she punched you. So yeah, welcome to the SmithSquad Podcast.
Oh well, thank you for having me. I'm glad to be on here.
I'm talking to the subscribers. If you guys don't know who I am, I'm Dave the Rave. Me and Pat go back.
Long time. It's been a long time.
It's been a long time now.
This episode is 69.
This episode is 69, so it's time
because
for sex
we are
talks.
immature.
Yes.
We're going to talk about sex. We're going to talk a lot about sex. So if you are not of an age that this is appropriate to you, or you're a parent looking to see if this episode is appropriate for your kid.
If you are 16 or younger, please click away from the screen, but obviously we can't force you to do that.
And obviously, the fact that you're saying that is going to entice people who are under 16. We can't say anything.
I'm not in any way confirming or denying the fact that I am indeed tempting under 16s to watch this video. I'm just informing them that if you are under 16, this is explicit content.
Yes.
For you not to
explicit
watch.
Content that you can't find anywhere else on the internet.
Exactly.
All right. First question.
Yes. Let's go. You tweeted out on Twitter earlier.
I tweeted out on Twitter, and we've got
8 billion replies to my Twitter feed. Thank you for that.
Okay.
And,
do we want to start off soft? Do we want to ease our way into this, or do
nah,
we want
mate, go full on. Let's just go full on. We'll work out the soft stuff later.
All right. Your thoughts on anal sex? From
done it.
at thy lie 0.
Done it. It's not as great as everybody make out it to be. Not
okay.
Lie. Everyone's like, oh my god, it's so like once you get it, like once you're able to get it on like a regular basis, it's not that great.
I think it's such a topic of interest because it's so taboo. You know what I mean? It's like, oh my god, like, oh,
yeah.
You know, it's not something that's kind of a regular thing, and people are very like interested about it. Can't confirm. Also have engaged. I don't know. It is what it is. I think it's definitely something that you want to do
before you die.
Well, I was gonna say with someone you're comfortable around.
Oh yeah. You don't pick up the girl in the bar. So guys, like seriously, you don't go to the girl in the bar and be like, "Do you want to go anal diving later?" Like that's not what you say.
Yeah,
you gotta ease into it first. Buy her a drink first.
I was gonna say like maybe date her for a year or two, but that works as well.
No. In all seriousness, I'm joking. Smithy is the arbiter in this. Okay, I am joking. Do not, under any circumstances, buy a girl a single drink and then immediately ask for anal. Maybe 1 in 200 that may work.
Yeah, it's just not a thing. But I think I don't really think girls like it all that much.
I beg to differ.
Okay, few girls like it.
Yeah, a few girls like it. They love the taboo, and there is a sensation.
Yeah.
There is a sensation for them as well. So.
There is. Yeah, I don't know. It's just a thing that, to put literally, can be kind of shitty. Fortunate enough, I've never had that scenario happen to me.
Same
but
here.
I've heard of people, and it's like, wow, that would poop is just, you know.
Poop is not a sexy thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
It kind of.
Yeah, it really.
Kills the mood
honestly,
for a while.
It kills the mood. I promise you.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. So it's something, I guess, that my thoughts is like, I don't know. It's like something good if you're into that, and like some people are into that, and that's awesome. But it's not something that I'm like.
If you've never tried it, don't like look up videos and be like, oh my god, I must try this. It's amazing. It's the be all and end all. Because honestly,
porn is not an accurate representation.
Porn is nowhere near an accurate representation of sex.
Porn is sometimes mildly accurate, but when it comes to anal, it is
so not.
It's
yeah,
like,
you gotta trust me. You gotta ease your way in there. If you go in there as fast as you will put her off, you will put her right off. If you just decide to ram it in there and be like Leroy Jenkins.
Yeah, in porn it's like the guy's smashing, and then it's like all of a sudden he just pulls it out and just keeps on smashing. And it's like, no, that's not how it works. That hole is meant for going out, not in.
Yeah. Colonel Condom would like to remind you, the ass is an exit, not an entrance. Mm-hmm. Also, never do it without protection. Seriously.
Yeah.
Like, seriously.
Is that bad?
Yeah, I believe some form of, if they've got a certain gene, some form of HIV can actually be created with the mixture of the semen and some of the bacteria that's in the gut.
That sounds like a super conspiracy theory.
It does, but it might
But
be.
do you want to risk it?
Yeah. It might not be HPV. It's some. Anyway, it can be. There is, also there's a lot of bacteria down there, and do you really want your winkle going in there, being all naked like, and
That's true. There is still a hole.
Yeah.
Also, make sure if you do it, you don't go
in the other place
back to
yes.
badge. That
you're
halfway
bad. You're halfway in, and you're like, I might change holes. Nah, mate. You gotta wash down there first, or remove the condom, or something.
You're like, I'm just gonna take a hard pass.
Yeah, exactly. You don't want to be doing that. You don't want to do that. Nah.
All right. Question from at Safe Furball. I think it was on the last episode. I did another subscriber Q&A. Are you a virgin? And
clearly.
Yeah, I think we've answered that question. That's actually a question I get a lot. That's only half the question. The other half is, if not, when did you? It's funny. He didn't spell it lose. He spelled loose it.
When did I loose my virginity? I loosed my virginity at the age of 17.
Okay. But yeah, I don't know about you, but this is a question I get a lot. Like, when I used to stream in the summer every day, I would probably get it like 50 times a stream. People just ask me, and I told it once on a stream, so it's kind of gone. But the thing with virginity questions, like, people always ask me this, and I feel like it's a lot of people who might be younger, they're not there yet.
Yeah, oh my god, like this question is never asked by an adult.
Exactly,
never,
because everybody understands that losing your virginity is like the most boring.
It is
bad.
so. Yeah, okay. Everyone's like bringing up this hype of losing your virginity or whatever. Let me just explain to you: losing your virginity is the worst time you'll ever have.
Probably,
especially if it's with a girl who hasn't lost her virginity. So you're both doing it for the first time.
Both virgins.
Yeah,
that was me, and it was a good thing. Like, we dated for like 2 years in high school. Like, or not even high school. We started dating in junior high. I think I was 16. It was grade 10. So we've been dating for a long time. Like, we were super comfortable around each other, and like, we got condoms and birth control and all that stuff. And it was just like a thing where it was like, here we are, we're alone for the night, like, let's do this.
Let's go.
And it was like planned, but like the thing was, it was like, to me, it was just like, she wanted it to be really special and like really romantic, and I completely get that. And like, for me, it was like, from a guy, I was like, I don't really care, like, I love you and stuff, but like, it's just something we're doing. Is more like, to me, it was just like, all right, we're gonna have sex. It just wasn't like, not a memorable experience. Like, there was nothing bad about it, but it was just something that, I don't know.
Most of the time, the girl will be yelling in pain.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to lie. That is genuinely true. Like,
it's going to hurt a lot. I think a lot of it is because, like, she's so nervous. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. So when you're nervous or you're stressed, whatever, your body clenches up. Like, it will do. You'll come closer. Like, you're sort of, you're not like open and relaxed and chilled. You're not like I am right now. Like, I'm like that. You're not like that. When you're stressed, you look like in like this, and you're coming down here like that. And you're all, and the same thing happens inside your body. So that will include her vaginal muscles, and that's the best.
The way you said that.
The vaginal muscles. Dear. Subscribe for more. Okay, anyway. The vaginal muscles will clench up as well. So she is uber tight, and obviously she's uber tight because she's a virgin, and there's other things going up, and there's other things up there as well that haven't been broken yet. And so, essentially it's gonna hurt. There's no word of a lie. Like, I have taken my virginity at the same time as a girl's virginity, and a few years later I took a girl's virginity when I was, well, I wouldn't say fairly experienced. I'm still learning stuff now, but
always learning.
Oh, you're always learning. Everybody's always like, oh man, you get to the level of awesomeness. Like, some people, like, I know this person who's had sex with millions of women, and he shit in bed because all of the girls have come to me afterwards and be like, he's so bad, like.
Well, that's the thing.
He's got a big wang, but he doesn't know how to throw it around. Like, you know, he just does that forward and backward motion and never ever stops.
Well, that's the thing is like, I know so many guys that they're just like so focused on having sex with as many girls as possible, and it's like, wow, dude, like, congrats, you win a trophy.
Well done. Well done. How many STDs can you collect?
Yeah, exactly. And the other thing is like a lot of these guys, it's like the girl never like wants to come back for more. It's usually like if you talk to them, they're like, ugh, can't believe I did that. Like I was drunk.
Yeah,
I just wasn't
exactly. I was
straight.
so trashed. He looked.
It's like, wow, you know, like congratulations, like you are dumb and you suck in bed.
Girls watching this, if you want a guy who's good in bed, okay, date a guy who has just broken up with a girlfriend he has been with for 3 years.
Boom.
Trust me.
Trust
me. Okay, I came out of a relationship I was in a very long relationship, and I came out of it, and the next girl who I had sex with was like, she wasn't bad, but she was quite inexperienced, even though she had sex with quite a few people.
Yeah.
And I don't want to say I rocked her well, but let's put it this way afterwards. We started at about 11 p.m. and ended at about 5:30 a.m.
Wow.
So
that's a lot.
Yeah. And
that is a lot.
Lo and behold, the day that I came back, the same sort of thing. I went away on a trip, and then the day I came back, the same thing happened again. So
Nice.
Trust me.
Now, was this sober?
The first time was so not sober.
Okay. Okay, more understandable then.
The second time was very sober.
Okay, cool. Yeah. That's so drunk sex is something that's very
Good and bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It goes on for a while and sometimes too long.
Yeah, sometimes she's just like, she's loving it, or you're loving it, and she's either like, come on, I sleep, or like.
Have you ever like had the spins while you're doing it?
No, I have not.
It's bad. You're just like there, and you're just like,
hits you.
You feel like you're gonna puke, and you're just like, oh, nope, can't do this. Can't do this anymore. I gotta.
Yeah, you just pull out and run for that door.
So
come on, new question.
I was gonna say, to answer the question, you're not a virgin. You loosed it when you were.
I lost it when I said. Oh yeah, what age did you lose your virginity?
It was grade 10, so I want to say 16. I think
there you go.
16 or 17, whatever. Yeah. Like I had
I'm not gonna lie and be like, I lost my virginity at the age of 12. Oh yeah,
I did.
Yeah, I totally did.
All right. Oh, here's a good one from @CSI Gangsta. This question is about the friend zone. What to do if you get friend zoned? Number 1,
leave. Don't focus on her. Don't focus on her. If you're friend zone, you're out. That's it.
It's
Once
true.
Once you enter the friend zone, don't be pursuing that baby no more. It doesn't matter how much you're there for her. It doesn't matter how much you're there for her. How many guys, like I have in friend zone. There is one girl in my entire life I've been friend zone with. And it sucks because I've been friend zoned for 6 years. I mean, I've got a girlfriend now. I'm very happy, but like I'm still friend zoned. Even though I'm with a girlfriend, I'm still friend zoned. I've been friend zoned for 6.5 years.
No, absolutely. Friend zone is something that's like, I don't even know. Like how does it happen?
Like,
I think it's being like too nice in a way.
Yeah. This is gonna sound really weird, but you can't be like, if you're too nice, you're so open, you leave nothing to the imagination. There's no ooh, what's that, or ooh.
Yeah.
You know, you got to hold some stuff back, and you got to be mysterious, quirky, something like that. I do apologize for my squeaky chair, by the way.
That's okay.
Just
just make sure to keep it not too squeaky, or no, just don't move it. But anyways, like I feel like it's like about being really nice. Like guys will try to be like super accommodating to that girl. Oh, I'll do everything for her. I guess it's important to like at some
that you can do that
if you're looking to build a relationship. At some point, it's important to start doing that. But at some point, after you've kind of established like I think a physical connection. Yes. I think that's the biggest problem with being friend zoned is you're not
getting in that physical
touchy,
connection.
like flirty, like grabbing her hand, putting your arm around her, like that kind of stuff. That is what I would say.
I got a mate of mine who's been chasing after a girl for about 3 years, and he's so ball deep in the friend zone. I'm just like, dude, move on. He's like, I can't, man, I can't. She's the best thing ever. And I'm just like, well, she's not interested in you. It's not gonna happen.
That's the problem with getting in the friend zone, is you think like, oh my god, this is like the only girl for me. But realistically, what it is you're just scared to move on to someone else because you feel like you can't find anyone. You feel like this is the best shot you have at anybody. When realistically, you can find someone. It's just this like apprehension of moving
and like
on.
People got rose tinted glasses on. Like they don't see that person is, they think, oh, that's the best person in the world for me. When in actual fact, they could have somebody else who's super interested in them, super hot, super nice, and they don't even know about it because they're too busy enthralled in another girl.
It's so hard knowing that, you know what I mean? If someone's interested in you. As a guy, I am so clueless.
I'm quite good at telling.
Really?
Yeah, because there's a girl interested in me at the moment who I know, and obviously I've got a girlfriend, so I'm not interested.
Right.
But the weird thing is because I'm trying to be like not interested in her, I'm like playing hard to get. It's like she's more interested in me.
Makes
and
her
I'm
way
like,
more.
Yeah.
Makes her way more.
so I'm just like kind of like, no, I can't. How am I supposed to say I'm not interested without being like flat out being like fuck off,
Yeah. No, that you bring up a great point with girls is that I find like if I'm talking to a girl and I'm like halfway interested in her, like she's okay, but it's like I don't really know if I'm kind of like hesitant about it. And I'm like reserved and like not going for it, she will be way more interested.
Yeah.
And every time I get like super into a girl, it's like I know like I'm like, okay, I gotta like restrain myself because I really like this girl. But if I act like I do, it seems like she won't be interested in me.
Yep.
But then girls
catch 22, mate.
Yeah. So what is that? Is it just like I guess people want what they can't have? Is it just a matter of that? Do you think?
I think wanting what you can't have is a lot to do with it.
Yeah.
So,
okay, because I was talking to a few girls last night actually, and they're saying like guys always send mixed emotions, and I was like, I don't think I do.
I don't think what guys do. I think it's the opposite. But yeah,
exactly. I was like, no, I think you as girls do. Like guys are pretty straightforward. If I like a girl, like I'm not like I don't know.
If a guy says that is a good example. If a guy says, "Come ride my cock," he's not saying, come over, let's Netflix and chill and have a good time and maybe this will go somewhere. He's saying get on that thing. If a girl says, ooh, come at me, it can mean, trust me, because I said it's from experience, she can mean any number of things, man. Like, just...
People usually aren't that straightforward, though. There's usually a lot of...
When you're in a relationship for a while, it does...
in a relationship, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm talking
when
like
when you're in a relationship and the girl, I've had my girlfriend being like, yeah, I need you to come over now. And I'm like, because she's like, I need you to come over now. And I'm just like, I've got a vague idea in the back of my head. I'm like, I'm pretty sure I know what this is about, but I better wait and see. So. And then as it turns out, I go there and she's like, right, get in bed. And I'm like, what? And then she basically rapes me.
Oh, nice. Rape.
Yeah.
Okay, so we haven't really answered this question, though. How do you get out of it? Is there a way to get out of it?
I
think there is.
There is a way of getting out of it, but it involves you being an asshole and basically not being her friend anymore. That's what you got to do. You got to not be her friend.
Yeah.
It's as simple as
You're
that.
exactly right. Yeah, you just gotta stop talking to her. And just like occasionally, like she texts you, and she's like, "Oh my god, like we haven't talked in a while." Just be like, "Yeah, like I'm busy." Just like kind of be a prick
don't like
about
flat out ignore her. Just be like, "Oh, yeah, sorry, I've just been busy with other things."
Yeah, and just stop talking to her. Also, again, which I don't know if this is morally right, alcohol will help your situation.
Yeah,
and I'm not saying it's like...
I'm not saying, like, go to her and while she's asleep funnel, like, Jack Daniels into her mouth.
Well, this is the problem with drinking, is people will say, I was drunk, I didn't mean to do that because I was drunk. And I feel like that's true to an extent if you're really drunk. But the thing is if you're, like, a little buzzed... or even like a little bit drunk, you're more likely to be honest. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Right? Like people say the truth when they're drinking.
You
so
can't be fucked to make up the big lie. So.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, if she's interested in you, she has a few drinks, it's gonna be like more. She's gonna feel more comfortable. And I think that's the big thing is people just want to feel comfortable, whether you're a guy or a girl. People just want to feel comfortable.
Yeah.
People are insecure.
Totally.
We're all insecure.
Next question.
All right. Um, what should you do when you like a girl who is way out of your league?
Start looking in your league.
Really? Okay.
No. Okay, so right, let's say I'm a 5 out of 10, which I perceive myself as. People tell me different, but I personally feel like I'm a 5 out of 10.
I think you're a 10.
Mate, you're a 10. You know that. You know it's true.
Aw, thank you.
Oh, it's okay. All right. Anyway, so I perceive myself as a 5, 6 out of 10, basically.
Yeah, I'm there.
Yeah. And so I have had some really hot girlfriends. Like, I don't know how I got these hot girlfriends. Like, I through discretion, I don't really want to like chuck them up on screen, but
no.
Just trust me. Everyone's like, oh no, Dave, you're lying. I'm being serious. I think that's way due to more the fact that I am what people call, and this is in quotation marks because I don't like using it, but other people do, eccentric. So, like, your personality with a decent girl, your personality will always win through the looks. Every single time. So,
this is true.
Like, you can be a hot, stunning 10 out of 10, you're a model guy, but if you're a dick and you treat girls or women like a dick, you're getting nowhere, mate. It's always about personality. And that doesn't mean being super nice to them and stuff like that. It means, like, going out of your way. Like, don't be just like, oh, you look pretty, oh, you look nice. That isn't what I'm on about. Like, if you want to impress a girl, going out of a way, like, find out what book, like, here's a good example, find out what book she really likes and get her, like, a first edition or something. It might cost you, like, $40, $50 or something. And be like, here you go, I got this first edition for you because I know that you love it for your birthday. I hope you have a lovely birthday or whatever. You know, you don't. That's a good example of purchasing it. But other things you can do is, like, I know mixtapes are a little bit old fashioned now, but like
you're about 15 years.
Yeah. But you know, my mixtape's called Drop, man. But but things like that, they really appreciate. You know,
that's true. See, I feel like there's such a fine line, and it's like. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Like, so one thing that if you're bombing, like, okay, so if you're seriously bombing, I have, trust me, I've got, like, for those of you guys who don't know, I'm 24, pretty much. Patrick is what, you're 19 still?
You're
19.
much more experienced than me.
I've got 5 years more, like, experience under my belt, and you guys might be like, oh, that's nothing. Trust me.
It's a lot.
Me looking 5 years ago, I was like, what decisions was I making back then?
If Dave was in my footsteps now,
mate, if I was where you are right now, I would be winning so much. If I knew what I knew now, 5 years ago, I would be so winning. It's unreal, just with girls in general. I've forgotten where I was going with this. What was the question?
Well, the question was what should you do when you like a girl who's out of your league?
Yeah, and then we got on to like
just getting girls in general.
So getting girls in general.
There's.
I've got it. I'm back.
Okay.
Outright ask them out. Like, don't like be shy about it. Walk up to them proper, even if you're not confident. Like, if you're dying inside, if you're like, oh my god, I'm dying. There's no way I can do that. Just walk up to her. Doesn't matter how hot she is, and say, do you want to go for a cup of coffee with me and talk as a kind of date thing?
Interesting.
And if literally just do that, because if you don't, because that's what I did, and it worked out very well for me on many occasions. And I worked out that it's because you come off really confident, which is good, especially if you're not as gifted in the looking department.
Right.
No offense to anybody out there who is
being attractive is just like a really big bonus. It just makes things easier.
It does.
But it doesn't mean that it's impossible not to.
Mate, I've seen some properly horrendous guys with some of the most gorgeous girls just because of their legendary personality.
And I mean, you can you could do other things too, like dress nice, exercise, stay in shape. Like that kind of stuff too also helps.
Yeah, okay, so dress is really important. Don't rock up in the old Elder Scrolls Online t-shirt and be like, hey... Like and then like the skinny jeans and the daps. Like fucking, I wear blazers sometimes just because I want to feel good out. And that sounds really weird. Throw on like a blazer and like some decent jeans, some nice shoes, and just like a regular t-shirt with a blazer at the top. Trust me.
What's a blazer for people from the?
All right, so I'll go grab one to show you.
Here, I can Google it.
This is my where is it? It's actually. Oh no, it's not. It's down here. This is my hook, sink, and line blazer. So, let me give you an example.
Okay.
Proper nerdy. Watch this. Ready for the transformation? Okay, so we're going over here. We're taking off the hoodie. There we go. Grabbing the blazer and
sex.
There we go.
Boom.
There we go. Suave Dave. It does make a difference. The fact that you treat yourself and act a lot more professional. It makes you look better. It makes you feel better about yourself. You'll be more confident. You have more pockets too. A blazer is basically like the outside bit of a suit.
Right. Gotcha.
So
It's a jacket. Yeah, it's a jacket.
It's a jacket. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
it's a jacket.
okay.
So there you go.
It's just different terms. I got you.
It's a different type of jacket. Like this is a blazer. You can obviously get jackets, but I'm gonna go put my hoodie back on because
go for it.
So much more comfortable.
Let me know.
So
I can't.
go.
Okay, so you're good. Because I was gonna say like, I feel like there's like an attitude too, like that you have that is attractive to girls.
Yeah.
Like, it's kind of like I don't care about anything. I feel like there's
that
something
works
to that.
when that works when they're young. Like that works in the age between like 16 and 20, but after that, trust me, it doesn't work anymore. Trust me.
Okay, so
because
explain.
The girls want you to be driven. They want you to be driven to a goal. So let's use a job as an example. So my girlfriend was initially attracted to me because I had a job. Even if it was a shitty job, you have a job. You know,
you're
I
obviously
have a job. I was
you're
driven.
obviously motivated.
Yeah. You're motivated to go further. If you're like sitting at home, not caring about the world, having a joint, that's not attractive to somebody over the age of 20, because someone over the age of 20 is looking for a relationship more than likely, and they don't want to be hunkered down with all that. So
that's true. Yeah, see, because that in my age group, like that doesn't really matter. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
it doesn't matter. But like the carefree attitude only gets you so far. Trust me.
Carefree, but I don't know. I just feel like the nights that I go out where I'm not like really like, oh, like I want to like go talk to a bunch of girls. If I'm just kind of like out like doing nothing, I feel like sometimes like I'll get approached by a girl.
Yeah, well, having like your friends around and chilling and like not giving, that's slightly different. I was talking about like, I don't give a shit about my life.
Oh, I don't mean that. No, that's not gonna get you anywhere eventually.
It will, because it's quite cool for the first few years. Like for the 6 like between the age of 16 and 19, that's kind of cool.
First year university kind of age, high school. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, you're like, oh, I don't care. I'm a rebel. Whatever. Girls are attracted to the bad boy. Like literally the moment like you second year, third year, especially the year you leave university, you'll be looking around like at girls and you'll be like, hey, how's it going? I'm Dave. And like, oh, cool, you just got out of university. What are you planning to do? I'm just planning to work in a shop the rest of my life and smoke a few joints. They're gonna be like, bye. I see you later.
Peace.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's definitely something. Setting up for the future and being a positive human being and moving forward. When I broke up with my girlfriend, that was like the only thing that got me through like the next few months. Is I was just like, all right, I gotta make myself better. Yeah, like, it's not for revenge for her. It's not for anything. It's just for me. I just need to make myself better. I need to move forward. Because when you're in a relationship for a long time, you get really comfortable and you lose a lot of like things. Like
you lose drive. You lose so much drive.
Yeah, like I was with a girl all through high school, so I missed out on a lot of things. Yeah. Right. So like when we broke up, it was like, whoa, like I've missed like so many just little things that like people don't even think of. But like for me, it was like, relearning like talking to girls, honestly.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. You're right. Of course you're right.
Yeah.
Like you don't tend to, unless you're a twat, you don't talk to other girls when you're with a girl like the way you would talk to other girls normally.
That's the thing. Like I would talk to girls, but not in a way that I'm like trying to like flirt with them and pursue them. Right. It's just a way of like, hey, like, I'm just talking to you. But as soon as I broke up with my girlfriend, I was so stupid. Like I thought like I'd go to the bar and I'd just like, hook up with a girl every night and it'd be like, all right, like this is awesome. And
everybody always thinks that. It's so not the case.
It's not about doing that at all. It's about the like the personality, like the like wheeling, like I don't know if you have that term. in England, but just kind of like talking to them and like, you know, flirting and stuff like that. It's about that, not just like getting hammered and stupid stuff.
Next question, I've got one.
All right, let's hear it.
Dylan Brown. When do you think it's okay to have a sexual relationship? And I can answer this with one word before we move on straight away, which is when you're ready. And you won't know you're ready until it happens.
Yeah, I think when you're ready, I always think like when you're ready means when you're at the age where you're cool to like go to your parents if you're a girl and be like, hey, I need birth control. And if you're a guy, be like, either go to the store and buy condoms or be like, hey, parent.
Going to the store to buy condoms for the first time is the most embarrassing thing
so
in
bad
the entire world.
Oh my God, it's awful.
Now I can walk into sex shops and be like, yo, hand me that lube.
Yeah, it's a thing of pride. It's like, yo, what's up?
Yo, what's up? I'm getting some tonight, guys. I'm getting some
give me dabs.
I'll need those handcuffs over there, that butt plug over there, and do not skimp on the clitty lube, you know?
Yeah, exactly. But, okay, so first time I ever bought condoms, I bought it in like a convenience store. I was stupid. I should have gone to the drugstore, but I was like lazy. Didn't have a car at the time. Didn't even have a license. So I was like, all right, gotta go to the convenience store. So I walk in. The condoms are behind the register.
Oh no!
So I have to ask for them. So I didn't play like the classic like get a million things. Oh, and I'll get those. But I walked in and I got like
rookie mistake
or something.
Did you like walk in and like be like, could I have a 24 pack, please?
No, I bought like some sort of candy and like a pack of
sweets and condoms. What?
Yeah, and I asked,
mate,
like,
you must have looked like the dodgy. Oh, I suppose you were younger.
I was 16. And I was like, all right, I'll get the condoms in the red package. And the girl, like, I knew the girl who worked there, so like it wasn't like overly awkward because like I went in there a lot. I was young. I'd like to buy candy and stuff. So I'd always like, you know, I'd see her like once in a while. And she's like, oh, you're getting these ones? And she's like, no, you got to go with these ones. These are the good ones. And I was like, I don't know the difference.
Oh, man.
And she's like, no, trust me. You want these ones. They were like ribbed. I don't think that does anything.
Rib does nothing for you, and it pretty much normally does nothing for her.
Yeah. So unless
the ribs are like fucking actual ribs, like they're like pork ribs.
Yeah,
that will do something.
They're
not
they don't
good.
do anything. But yeah, I guess like I think it's just like if you feel mature enough to like do it in a safe way, get birth control. Because getting pregnant is not like getting pregnant is literally.
Getting pregnant is the number one thing on the list that you do not want to happen on your first time.
Yeah. It's like literally probably the best way that you could screw up the rest of your life. Like I know having a kid is great and they're beautiful and loving and stuff. And you know, I knew people in high school that had kids and they loved them so much, but it's like you fucked up. I don't care, you fucked up.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, exactly. Nobody at 16 wants a child. Like nobody.
You can't even have a child. Like you are a child.
Yeah, exactly. You're so exactly. You are a child. You are like I look at. No offense, Smithy. I do look at you and go, you are still a child.
I am still a child.
You don't. You don't pay taxes. You don't have a job. We do have a job.
I do have a job. Actually, I do pay taxes.
Oh, you do pay taxes. Yeah, you do. But I don't mean like that kind of tax. I mean like council tax or like living. I don't know what it is over there. It's like living tax. It's house tax.
Yeah, no, I pay income tax, but that's about it.
Yeah. So you only pay income tax. So I will soon when I move out be paying council tax, income tax, a load of other taxes.
All that stupid stuff that they just don't teach you in high school.
Exactly.
Like that's I know how to calculate the area of a triangle. That's awesome, but taxes? What's a tax?
Yeah, exactly. So I will soon be paying for all of those things, and that doesn't mean necessarily that I don't consider myself an adult now. I kind of do in a way because I've had a lot of real world experience.
I feel like it's kind of a lot of people say like late 20s is really when you're a full blossomed adult. Like everyone says like, oh, I'm 18 now, I'm an adult, and it's like.
Yeah,
no.
You are according to the law.
Yeah.
But to everybody else, you're still a kid who knows fuck all.
Exactly. According to the law, jaywalking is also illegal. But have you ever seen anyone written up for jaywalking?
No, I don't. We don't have that over here. I know what it is, but we don't. For those UK people, jaywalking is when you cross a road without a set of traffic lights.
Yeah.
It's illegal.
It's illegal.
Over there. Yeah, which is illegal nowhere else. It's like only illegal in America.
It's stupid.
Canada. It is a really bad, really stupid law.
Anyways, what were we talking about? Oh, being an adult.
Yeah, being an adult. So, yeah, like, I consider myself a young adult.
Yeah, I think that's fair. You're saying you're like you were saying you consider me young.
I would still consider you not a child, but I'd still consider you, a boy. I wouldn't go, I wouldn't say I wouldn't. No offense. It's not a thing. It's not an offensive thing. It's a good thing. You got to keep that young thing as long as you can.
But I like very young.
Okay, but here you go. Right.
I prefer child over boy.
Okay, fair enough. Child. Okay, fine.
Thank you.
Fair enough. Child. I wouldn't consider. Okay, so I wouldn't, for example, trust you with like, if you had a driving license, I wouldn't go, here's my car.
Really? Okay.
Go to London and come back again on your own.
Okay, well, if I don't know the area, fair enough.
Whereas with me, my girlfriend, I drive my girlfriend's car. I don't have my own car.
Right.
She trusts me to go to X, Y, Z and come back with it.
Okay.
That's her car. She is paying for it. She is, she's paying the tax, the petrol, everything. So, well, I pay for the petrol if I'm going up there, but, she's paying for everything else. Repairs, insurance, all of it. She's paying for that. But she trusts me to go there with it because I am responsible for that. Being an adult is about the amount of responsibilities you hold. So when I'm moving out in February, roughly, I will be paying council tax. I will be paying the TV license tax feed. I will be paying, when I get a car, I will be paying road tax. I will be paying, obviously, extra lovely VAT on petrol and all sorts of things like that. Anything that I buy obviously has value-added tax on it. I would consider responsibility, I would be that responsible for myself. At the moment, at my parents' house, I am not responsible for myself. I come home, I don't cook, I come upstairs, I make videos, etc.
Right.
That's not being responsible, that's still being a child, really. But I do have a job. I do have a job which I go to at 7 o'clock every morning without fail. I have a radio show which I present. I am responsible for managing my YouTube channel. Managing a YouTube channel is actually a big responsibility the bigger you get. And I'm only sort of discovering that now because after going to EGX and trying to manage sponsors and things like that and partnership with my channel, you realize how much of a big responsibility it is.
The bigger you get into YouTube, the more you realize that the videos is just the tip of the iceberg.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
That. Like it's like when you're just starting, that's all you have to do, and then as it develops more into like a business.
Yeah, exactly. Because that's what we are, essentially.
It is a business, absolutely.
I am in the transformation currently of going from that small guy to being a business.
Exactly.
Right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Right now. Patrick is already there, as you can tell by his G Fuel that's flashing up on screen right now.
Coupon code TSP40.
But that's
you know
okay.
What it is.
But that's okay because I'm picked up by Mad Cats again. I've got my PC on the way. I'm in talks with Elgato.
There's so much like choosing a network.
Exactly, choosing networks.
Going to events is a huge thing.
Who to do videos with? That's another big one.
Exactly.
So let's say I pick some arsehole on YouTube. Somebody I don't know who everybody hates.
Sam Antonio.
Sam Pfeffer. Somebody who's outright hated by almost everybody, but somehow he still gets views or she gets views.
I just said the name. I'm not going to say it again, but
that's fair enough. I didn't hear what you said, so doing a video with them might benefit my channel in the short term, but in the long term, it won't at all. Which is why I still do videos with Smithy, because even when Smithy was smaller than my channel, I did videos with him because I knew that the long term benefit of doing videos with him would be great because A, I saw potential, and B, he's a great friend.
Yeah, like the thing is I was talking about this with you, and I've talked about this with Lex a lot, is that it's not about like just going for exposure. That's a short-term, nearsighted goal. You got to look at it in terms of content.
Yes.
Right?
We have made some fucking epic content.
Exactly. And it's like, okay, I could collaborate with someone who has 1 million subscribers that doesn't know how to play zombies and like, it isn't used to live comms, and that might get me more exposure. But if the content's shit, what's the point?
Exactly.
Right?
I mean, I'm trying to think of a bad video we made together. I can't think of one personally that's been really bad. Like that, I wouldn't. I'd watch that again.
The race to 50 was a little sketchy. Just because it was so long, though. There wasn't anything bad about it, but it just it was just too drawn out.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I agree.
But realistically, like, yeah, it seems like everything we do usually goes pretty well. There's a thing though that definitely, like, when you make content that isn't your best, it's a really bad feeling.
Yeah, I got that. Like the other day, I came back from EGX and I had to make a video because I had to. And I was so tired. I was just like,
Yeah.
And I put it. I thought, oh fuck it, I'll put it up anyway. I immediately regretted it, and I wish I'd never done it. I wish I just hadn't uploaded that day. It was just so bad, like, looking at, like, oh, I made that video, like, after everything that I rebranded my channel, and I got all these subscribers in and all these viewers. I've, like, my channel is grinding its gears again, and then I made out that one video was pretty bad. It's just like, especially after the whole, like, the 50 facts you didn't know about zombies, which is still going, like, amazingly well, and, like, people came over and subscribed to that. And it's just like putting that video next to the 50 things is just like, oh, I know which one I'd rather watch. Because, like, which one I'd rather watch.
Because the thing is like, you got to think, like, someone's gonna watch that video. It's gonna be their first time ever watching you, and that's gonna be their only impression of you.
Oh god, this exactly.
Yeah, this guy isn't good.
I think that is why I kind of came off badly on some of your videos, was because my live comms and the other the live comms with you are silly and we have fun and whatever.
Yeah.
But when it comes down to, nobody will go to the serious content because they think that that's what I'm like all the time. Like now, I'm being completely serious.
Yeah, it's a genuine conversation.
Yeah, this is a genuine conversation, etc. But people don't understand that. People sometimes are super, oh, you're crazy and eccentric all the time. No, it's not how
it's society. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I'm the same way. Like, I can be serious or I can be funny and stupid and messing off, and it's not like you're being different. It's just different sides of your personality. And the thing people don't get with YouTube is that YouTubers only show a certain side of their personality. Like, I'm not gonna show that my sad, like, upset, pissed off side, because that's not enjoyable content. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
And people look at you like that is the only side of you, and it's like, oh my god, you're so awesome and you're so cool and you're so fun and everything you do is amazing. And it's like, yeah, there's part of me that is true. But that's not all of me. I have a lot of sides. I get stressed out. I'm a human being like anybody else. And it's really weird. And that's why people will often go after YouTubers and attack them. And they'll be like, hey, you are, fuck this guy. He is so stupid. And it's like, dude, you got to realize, like, I am, think of yourself. If you're watching this right now, think of yourself and think of, like, how special do you really think you are? Unless you're like a cocky asshole, you're going to be like, I'm not special, I'm not unique at all.
Exactly.
Literally 98% of all YouTubers view themselves the same way you view you. We just have a voice on the internet.
Exactly. After time, thankfully this hasn't happened to Smithy. I know people it has happened to, where people will get to a certain size and then they think because they are that certain size that they are the shit.
Yeah, it's true.
And then, like, they'd stop talking to me, or they, whatever. And I was like, I've been here from the beginning. I was here when you had like 200 subscribers. Why are you now that you've got XYZ? Why are you?
Yeah, exactly.
Why are you not talking? Am I not good enough for you anymore? Like, like, is it that case? Smithy doesn't do that. Like, me and you. I mean, what are you on? Like 700K nearly?
6.5.
650,000 people or more have the potential to watch your videos.
Yeah. Exactly.
I mean, that's insane.
It's cool.
That's why I'm thankful to be on here with you, because
I
get to share myself and hopefully bring some of those guys over here.
Well, dude,
and they can enjoy more content.
It's for the content, right? Like, you're one of my favorite guests to have on. We always have a good talk.
We haven't failed yet.
We haven't failed because that's the thing is, like I said, it's not about the exposure. It's about putting out the content.
Exactly. And when it's about, like, I've got a great idea for a challenge. I came with it to Smithy the other day and said, dude, I've got a great idea for a challenge. And I wanted to do it with you, and you're like, shit, I don't have time to do it on my channel, but let's do it anyway.
Yeah, let's do it. Like, a lot of time I'll be like right now, because my channel is I'm doing the Road to Black Ops 3 Zombies. It's like I really don't have a lot of time to do anything else, and I hate it, but in the same sense,
it drives it.
Yeah, and this summer I had so many ideas, and I saved all my ideas up for the summer, because I was like, this summer I just want to put out like the best challenges, everything, like crazy stuff, like reverse rainbow and like all this just ridiculous, like Illuminati, everything. I wanted to really like have the summer the best because that's when the most people can watch.
Yeah.
And then when I was leaving the summer, I was like, man, like I don't know if I'm gonna have like any ideas for the next like 2.5 months. And I was like, well, I know what would be kind of cool is like if I just do something that kind of launches us into Black Ops 3, which is why I went with the Road to Black Ops 3 Zombies.
Yeah.
Right.
For those of you who don't know what the challenge idea was, by the way, everybody can let me know in the comment section below. It's perks only gained from the witches on Buried. Which is quite fun. It's kind of like a
Sounds
George...
difficult. I think it'd be a lot better the two of us. You could do that solo, and it would be kind of unique. But with two people, like the
two people, like the
teamwork
randomness of it,
and I think that'd be really interesting because
I think that would be good. I'd also go as far as to say no paralyzer as well, just because it makes it too easy.
Never paralyzer.
So everything will be allowed with no paralyzer. If you guys want to see that, by the way, let us know because I'm sure Smithy can put it on his second channel or something if he wants to.
Yeah, true. Another thing is you did that chili challenge.
Oh, don't! Oh man,
I really want to.
If anybody has ever, okay, guys, I don't normally plug myself in Smithy's videos because I don't generally need to, but I'm going to plug myself here. If you've never seen my chili challenge, go over to my channel and just watch it. It's zombie chili challenge. And basically every single time I get hit by a zombie, I have to take a bite of a bird's eye chili. Now, everybody's going to be like, bird's eye chili's aren't that hot. They are pretty hot. They are 1/10 the strength of the Naga chili, which is one of the hottest chilies in the world. The ones that I actually had in particular, I believe some of them were a little bit hotter than that. I believe because they can range from like 100,000 to about 250,000. The red ones in particular were bloody horrible.
And the thing is you're eating like a lot of them. Like you had a full plate of them going on.
I had a whole plate of them. I ate in total. I ate 8. I was ill for 2 days afterwards, like that. And yeah, my stomach genuinely it was genuinely ill. I spoke to some people who eat a lot of hot chilies, and they're like, yeah, we'll have like 1 or 2 of them. And I was like, yeah, I had 8. And they were like, did you chew it? Did you chew the seeds? And I was like, yep. And they were like, they were like really worried for me. Like, so I honestly go watch it. Is the first and second half is amazing. It's one of my proudest moments on my channel. It's really, really good.
No, it was a great idea. And I don't think I want to do every single time I get hit because that seems a lot. But I was thinking more like every time I go down, I have to eat a full one. Or every 3 rounds, I have to eat like half one or something.
Mate, you don't want to do the 3 rounds one. Dude,
you do it every time you get hit.
Yeah, I know. Just gotta make sure you don't get hit or go down.
Dude, I get hit a lot. Let's be honest. Not doing that. But I really want to do a variant of that. I think I might wait till Black Ops 3 though.
You might wait. Well, I am gonna do it again with hotter chilies on Black Ops 3.
Damn, you're reckless.
Mate, you gotta make the content.
It's true. Okay? It is true.
The grind is real.
I'm gonna have to prepare my butthole for that because.
Oh mate, that was the worst thing. Oh.
It always is.
Oh.
It burns 3 ways. It burns on your mouth, burns in your stomach, and burns coming out.
But the stomach wasn't so bad. The stomach felt like I just was getting constantly punched in the stomach. That's what that felt like.
Yeah, it's like it's really painful.
Fun. Yeah, it is actually physically painful. It does wonders for your digestion. Like, I would recommend definitely buying chilies and maybe eating just 1 a day whole because it is fabulous for you.
Nice.
And it will make you used to hotter chilies, but...
Yeah, I think if I do it, I'm probably going to have to prepare. Like, I like Frank's Red Hot Sauce. You know, I can handle a little bit of heat.
I'd say if you're going to eat a lot of them, the bird's eye chili is quite a good way to go.
Yeah. I want something that's... You know.
Most chili extremists would call it medium.
Yeah.
For people like me who don't eat, I do eat spicy food, but not like all the time. I would say for me it was definitely a very hot. So yeah, I'd really all I can say is go watch the video. You'd understand when you see it. Okay, I explained it much better on that. You've seen it already.
I've got I found this thing on the internet. I don't know how familiar you are with Dragon Ball Z, but
go on.
It compares chili peppers to Dragon Ball Z characters because the way Dragon Ball Z works is like their power levels go up exponentially ridiculously. So like the start like you know it's over 9,000 and like 100 episodes later they're like 2 trillion. Like it doesn't make any sense. So there's this thing that basically compares everything. So like it starts with bell pepper is like a regular human. You know, a jalapeno is like almost over 9,000. A cayenne is, you know, higher. Habanero is like close to one of the main enemies. Red Savina habanero is Frieza, if anyone knows who that is. But it was really cool, like that they actually this just random comparison. So you said it was like 100,000.
Between 100,000 and 200,000. I believe the red ones I had were about 200,000.
Okay, yeah, so that's like the power of a habanero, which are very hot.
Yeah.
I've had I think the worst one I've had is a cayenne, which is, yeah. What's the crazy ones that like what's his face Tom did in his video?
The ghost chili.
The ghost chili, yes.
That's not its official name. The official name is the Red Naga Chilli.
Yes, the red. Oh, I think I found that on here. Red.
You can eat a green Naga chili. They're not ripe, so they are not as hot. The red Naga is okay. The one you gotta watch. Let me put it to you this way, okay? When people first sort of found it, you know, it was suggested that you wear gloves while holding it, and that you only touch it against the ingredients of your food. You don't chop it up and put it in.
Oh my! God.
That is how hot it is. Okay?
Oh my god! Yeah.
I spoke to Tom. I spoke to Tom, I believe, about the chili, and he said he would never do it again.
No, dude. Did you watch the video?
What? Where he jumped into his pool?
He's like puking and like it's not a funny video. Like I really felt bad for him watching it.
Yeah, so did I.
Like a lot of people are like, "Oh, LOL," but it's like no, like he is like I was worried that he was gonna like suffocate or something. Like it was insane.
No, it was no. It's that's one reason why I don't like ghost chili videos is because most people, if you're not built up a tolerance, will.
Yeah,
you can die from eating chili.
It's like it's like those like pain videos where someone's like they do something like a jackass kind of video, and then all of a sudden you realize like they took it way too far.
Yeah,
like I saw a guy from the Sidemen do it, and it's like he's eating it, and all of a sudden like his face just kind of goes white. Like what the fuck have I just done?
Because if you don't know, for those guys who don't eat hot chilies, is that your body reacts in the same way as if your mouth was lit on fire. So
I didn't know that.
Your nerves still feel the same way. That is your nerve. Essentially, apart from the fact that you're not on fire, your body is reacting in the same way.
Fire.
Yeah, so your tongue will blister up. It will, it will do all those sort of things. You'll salivate. The amount of salivation that was in my mouth during that challenge. I'm not going to do it again for a while.
Yeah.
But when I do, I will step up the game. It will be in Black Ops 3. I'm going to do it around the second DLC, if that helps anyone.
Cool. Yeah, so there's the Infinity Chili Ghost Pepper, which is over 1 million.
Yeah.
The Trinidad Moruga Scorpion.
They have started. I think that's like a bread chili. They started breeding chilies that are hotter than the Naga.
Yeah, must be.
The Naga is the most one that's like naturally found.
But then after that, there are actually like chemicals which are even worse.
Yeah.
So the hottest thing is called resineferatoxin, and it's 6 billion Scoville units.
So that would kill you.
Yeah, this shit is beyond dangerous. There's not even a Dragon Ball Z equivalent for it. If you combined, this shit is so spicy that even a microscopic amount of it will instantly and completely stop your ability to feel anything ever again in the area it contacts.
Yeah, that's exactly why
it's actually a good thing because what doctors can inject very dilute concentrations into damaged nerve tissue to stop pain.
Yeah,
which is interesting. But that is some scary stuff you got right there.
Yeah, that is there is a point where you actually pass out from pain. Because your body just shuts down and goes, nope, can't deal with it anymore. So that would probably put you into like a permanent sleep, which would kill you. So yeah. So I don't recommend it. No. Before we go, because we are near the end of this.
Yeah, I was gonna.
What would you do if you had one last day to live? By Adrian Terriquez. Sorry if I got that wrong. Okay. What would you do if you had one more day to live and you knew you had only 24 hours to go?
What would I do? I I think I'd do one final podcast.
Yeah.
But it'd only be it'd be a quick one. Damn, that's a hard question. I think I want to just enjoy it the most I can with my friends. I'd go back to my hometown. I'd say, everybody come back if you want to see me. Let's enjoy it. Let's have some drinks and just have a good one. That's what I'd do. What would you do?
I would attempt to complete a Guinness World Record.
Okay.
I think.
Really?
And I would want to go back or call up or find the people that I had wronged, like my name is Earl kind of thing, and tell them that I was truly sorry.
Interesting.
For what I had done, and that I wish them all of the greatness in the rest of their life that they can possibly have.
I think that would be a good actually. That would be part of it. Yeah, definitely apologizing for.
Because I've wronged people in my life. I really have.
Yeah, absolutely.
I've lied and been a bastard, and I've done all those things.
So
that's why I'm trying to make myself a better person now.
So is this like a I'm completely healthy, 24 hours, I'm just gonna die of something, and I know it? Okay, so I can still function. I'm not like in the hospital.
No.
Okay. Yeah, I think I just family, friends, that kind of stuff. And all right, this is I've said this before. My final tweet, if I knew I was gonna die, would be "Peace out, nerds."
That'd be quite cool.
That would be cool.
I wonder what my final tweet would be.
What would you be?
My final tweet out would be
YOLO.
No, my final tweet would be something like the zombies are breaking in. I think that's what my final tweet would be.
That would be funny. Before we end this, I just wanted to touch on your PC real quick.
Oh yeah, all right.
We never got to this.
So for those of you who don't know already, Smithy will bring up some photos now, I'm sure. I was going to buy a new PC for a considerable amount of money, and I approached some people about it and asked if they could help me make the best the PC could possibly be, because you can buy the best components, but they won't necessarily work well with each other. And that sounds weird. Like, I bought the best of this and the best of this, best of this. Just because you buy the best of something in PC terms doesn't mean you're going to get the best out of it. It just means that you have the best stuff. Like, the best stuff is stuff that works in co-joining with each other. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I approached some people and they gave me some advice, and I went to a Dino PC and they built me this, which is going to be on its way soon. The reason why I got it was because I need my render times to be less. 4 hours and 10 minutes for a 1080p 60 FPS video.
Yeah,
for 10 minutes is stupid. So I want it to be reduced to about half an hour or less.
Yes.
Hopefully. And the other thing is that I'm starting a new channel where I do Let's Plays and play different games and things like that. Because I'm not going to be spent 4 hours away from the computer not being able to do anything with it, I can actually do now.
Right.
So it's not going to take me away from zombies. I'd still have the time to do the zombies. It just means that I will have extra time because you've done really well with the SmithPlays, as I like to call it.
He calls it the SmithPlays, that's exactly what it is. That would have been a funny name. I did the SmithPlays.
That would have been quite a good name. The SmithPlays.
Did more SmithPlays.
It's more SmithPlays.
Copied Ali.
Yeah, exactly.
Everyone tells me I copied Ali.
Yeah, I know. But it doesn't matter.
No, there's so many more channels, more FPS Russia.
I know. Exactly.
It is what it is.
And so things like that. And my channel will obviously be called Dave the Rave Plays or Dave Plays or Rave Plays, or I will make it Dave the Rave HD.
Right.
Something
Dave the Rave HD.
Something like that. And yeah, so that's going to happen there.
So you've got that PC. I have literally got
I have built your PC.
Dave basically built my PC for me. I said, "What?" I came to him and I was like, "What's the best computer I can buy if money were no object?" And he gave me a computer that would cost about $5,500. I was like, "All right, let's say money is an object, but
it wasn't the best PC that I could have built you. It was the best PC that I could buy you without going above like 10 grand
within reason, top end, but not stupid, pointless.
Top end, but not world killing.
Yeah, so. We went with that, and then we're like, all right, let's tone it down a bit. So I said $3,000 budget. So Dave hooked it up. He got me some stuff. He told me what to do. And it's good. And NVIDIA sent me a freaking 980 Ti, which
is what I will be having as well.
Which is what you have as well.
Except mine's a little bit better because mine's the Jetstream Ti.
Mine's better.
Mine is better. It's the Jetstream Ti.
I don't. Yeah, it is better.
So basically, for those who don't know, when people make graphics cards, you almost never ever get the base card. So what Nvidia make is not what you get in the end. Other companies will take it and modify it by putting other coolers on it, overclocking it slightly, bumping up the BIOSes, all sorts of stuff like that. And so I believe you haven't showed it me yet, but I believe you are getting a reference.
I'm pretty sure I got it straight from Nvidia.
So exactly, it'll be a reference card. It'll be the reference card.
Yeah.
So I'm getting a non-reference card, which means that it is Nvidia still, but it's been taken from. But Jetstream have taken it and they've made it their own. They've given it 2 extra fans. It's white, which means it goes with my case, and it's beefed up. It's overclocked slightly, so that. But the best thing about this is that it means me and Smithy are going to be bringing you Black Ops 3 PC content.
Hopefully, yeah.
1080p, true 60 FPS.
Oh, it's gonna be content for days.
Yeah, and there are other things we
can
do with it. There are other things we can do with it as well. So I had some ideas so that we could do like on more SmithPlays or more Dave the Rave or whatever. We can do like 2 things. Like a good example would be the new Black Ops 3 campaign. Is you can play with more people.
Oh yeah, I heard that you can do. Is it 4-player?
Yeah, 4-player.
They went back to co-op. That hasn't been a thing since like World at War.
Exactly.
Damn.
So me and Smithy can go and do that.
Interesting.
For you guys,
Very
if you on our
interesting.
extra channels, if you wanted to. Obviously,
Anyways,
if Smithy doesn't want to, then obviously we don't have to. But it gives us the option.
We're using it. Yes, exactly. So yeah, it's good. I'm excited to get a new PC. I had an i7 before, so like it wasn't like completely slow.
This is the latest i7. It is.
But this is a better i7. With a way better. The big thing in mine is I have a really weak graphics card right now. Like literally, I think the 980 Ti is like 6 gigabit.
6 gigabytes of DDR5 RAM.
Yeah. Whereas mine is 1. So
mine is 512.
Yeah,
so.
yeah, exactly. So you're a little bit worse, but still, it's not enough for like a lot of stuff. So
for those of you guys who don't know what a 980 Ti is, basically it's a Titan X. It's a Titan X,
which is the best graphics card on the market.
Which is the best graphics card on the market, with a little bit taken out of it, which is what a 980 Ti is. So yeah, that is what that is, and that's what I'm getting. That's what Smithy's getting.
Yeah, it's gonna be good.
Exactly.
That'll be coming soon. Anyways, I think we're over time a little bit. It's all good.
We're over time a little bit. It's all good. We can go now.
Boom. All right, Dave.
Boom.
What's your channel?
Done. Guys, if you haven't subscribed to me yet, I am Mr. Dave the Rave.
Yes, you are.
Formerly Mr. Dave the Rave 411. I am now Dave the Rave. A link of mine will be in the description for you guys to go and click. So actually, do you know what? Fuck that. Smithy, do you want to link the chili challenge? That's what you can do.
Yeah. I'll just link that.
Link the chili challenge.
And let me know if you want me to do that as well, because I'm interested.
Yeah, so there you go. You guys can go and see me. And obviously, I don't have the new channel yet, so you can't go and subscribe to that. But that will be, when my PC arrives, that's what will be the first thing I will be doing with it after getting all the software and stuff on it, is making new channels. So yeah, there you go.
All right, cool. Peace, guys.